Welcome back, folks. I know it's been a long time since my last video here. I think my last video is Andrew's buck. But anyway, I just wanted to give a updated version of my 2024 fishing kayak here. My last video wasn't the best. I kind of filmed, edited, and posted all in an hour. Wasn't the best quality. But ever since then, I'd say since last fall when I started hunting, my videos have really gone up in quality. So I'm going to bring you guys a new look here at it. And yeah, I'll stop blabbering and get to it. So right behind me here, I have the Pelican Catch 130 High Drive 2, the newer model. And I've had this now for, might have been 4, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. And just to tell you guys, if you guys are questioning getting this kayak, I would recommend it. This thing has been put to the test. It's pretty much gone through nom and back. I mean, it's a workhorse. It's pretty stable. I mean, I'm a big guy, 6'2", 6'3". I'm about, well, it depends on if I take a poop or not, but anywhere from like 270 to 290-ish if I'm getting real heavy up there, but probably around like 270 is where I average. So 6'2", 6'3", 270. Don't have any issues with it tipping. I can stand up and pee and whatever I want to do on the water, so it's great. So getting into my actual kayak here, at the front, we'll work our way from the front to the back here. So I have this leash rope with a slip knot on the end, just a nice handle if I'm dragging it around or whatever to the boat ramp. And I actually don't have a kayak cart for this, as you guys can see anywhere on here. If I show you guys underneath here, you'll see all those scrapes and everything. I actually haven't had an issue with it like bursting or like leaking at all. And I mean, I fish with this thing north of 150, 200 times a year and no problem. So I just use this rope here. And then I can also dangle it back to my seat back here and use it to stand up with tension. So sometimes I'll do that, sit right here, just grab onto it and stand up. If I have to pee or taking a flip at some lily pads or whatever it might be. Let me get that out of here for now. And then last year, as you guys saw, I was filming with a GoPro with kind of this angle here. It wasn't the best. And then this year, I've only filmed one video so far and it went well. I actually put a Yak Attack track up here. Same as these, Scotty. My kayak came with these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's pretty much the same mount here. But yeah, I put that on there. And then I got a Yak Attack camera mount here, and it's really sturdy. I mean, you can slap it around or whatever. It might wiggle a little bit, but it's not all the way tightened either. I just put it on there for the video. As you guys can see, it's dead. But the view from it is actually really good. I'll just take this off and show you guys the view, or I'll just tilt it sideways. This is what the view is for the videos now. So it'll be good. And then I actually am gonna put I'm working on this right now, but I'm going to put another PVC pipe, maybe about 3 or 4 feet tall, like right here looking down. And I have a Insta 360 that I'm gonna put on there. So hopefully that goes well. Maybe about as tall as that light pole, in case you guys are wondering. That's what I will be doing in the future here. But yeah, so far we've just gone through the camera, the leash, and then my last year's. And then up here, I usually take with me like a cooler sometimes, or usually, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is just empty up here. Sometimes if I'm gonna be out for a long time, I'll bring a cooler, or if I have a friend with me, I'll bring a cooler full of some drinks. And then I also keep my Nocqua battery up here for my fish finder, which we'll get to in a minute. But yeah, that's pretty much the front here. And then getting into the main thing here, I have a transducer arm. This is also a Scotty Not sure exactly what it is, but pretty much any of them work. To a Garmin Striker transducer here. I got I think this is the 3-inch if I'm not mistaken. It might be the Vivid 4. I forget what it is, but it's a little dirty as you guys can see. I like it a lot. I really enjoy mapping out ponds and stuff like that, so, or lakes or whatever I'm going on. So I really like having that. And I also like to see how fast I can get this thing to go. My record so far is 4.9 miles an hour, so about 5 miles an hour. And that's if you're really booking it. But like if you're just at a constant move here, you could probably get going at like, I average like 3.5 to 4 miles an hour, which I mean isn't bad for a kayak. So that's that setup. And then when you don't want it to be in the water, you just kind of flip it up. I have it all the way loosened and then let it back down. And then here I have, I think this is also a Scotty. This might be a Yak Attack mount to a Garmin Striker. I think it's a 4-inch. We can turn it on here. You guys can see, I really like to map out my, there's my P spot. Don't be stealing my P spot. That's my P spot. But I like to map out. I was actually on a new reservoir the other day, so that's what that is. And then on these two, usually I put my Insta360 right here or up here. It doesn't really matter, whichever one. For now, just because I don't really have much to do. And usually I just do it for releases. I'll just go. And then getting into this drive here, this is the pedal drive. This is Pelican. It has these things you just clamp on. Anyway, I need 2 hands to do it, but it's pretty much just a foot holder. And I actually have 0 complaints about this drive. I guess one would be that you have to take it out to go in reverse. But usually if I need to go in reverse anyway, I'm using my paddle. Because that means I'm in a sticky situation, but there's a spider right here. This is the Pelican pedal drive here. And have 0 complaints about it. As you guys saw, I did break it my first ever time going out. That was a user error. I didn't have this clipped in all the way, which is how you adjust it. And I broke one of these down here, but Pelican was great customer service. They just sent me a new one of these, and it works great now. So yeah. Now moving on to my seat here. This seat, I've been on multiple kayaks, different brands. I've been on New Canoes, I've been on Pelicans, I've been on Cabela's brand, the Ascend I think it's called, Lifetime. But I have to tell you, this is the best seat I've ever sat on a kayak. My only complaint is with its stock. It does sit a bit low, and the kayak in general is low. It's a wet deck, obviously. And then I leave the scupper plug undone back here, but anyway, it's a wet deck kayak, but this definitely sits a little low. I mean, that's about where my head is, and I bet it's a little hard to see on camera, but it's really low. So I put a wood piece back here, and that works great to just give me that extra little height there. And underneath my seat, which I'll just take it out. Underneath my seat here, I just keep some soft plastics right here. And then this is actually my swim bait box. So when I'm in public water, you know there's big fish out there, muskie, walleye, whatever it might be. I have some swim baits in here that I throw sometimes, but not super often, so I just leave them down there. And then another one, I installed another track here. I usually just put my light here. You would think it's in my way, it's actually not. When I'm sitting, I have to literally look all the way back here to get to it. So this is one of the Yak Attack ones. I think it's like $100, and safety first, boys. So I highly recommend it. And then if you just twist that white knob up there, it turns the light on. And then in the top here I have a soft plastics bag, and then some unpackaged baits still, or still some packaged baits, not unpackaged, packaged baits still that I just keep up there. Some of my favorites, just in case I do lose any. Then I got some line, and then my dad actually gave me this. It's Fishes of Ohio. If you guys would like a separate walkthrough of this, I'd be happy to do that. I mean, this backpack I've literally had forever. I'll throw up the first ever video I made of it. So let's hop into my 2022 pond hopping backpack setup. When I first got it, literally the same day, I love it. It's so reliable and durable, so I highly recommend it. And then over here on the other side, we got this net. Got the this is actually a fly fishing net, but it's really nice for, especially like at my farm where I know there's not going to be a big fish or whatever, just bass. I'll have this, and then it has a GoPro mount on it. Yeah, that's that. And then move that out of the way. And then right here, this cord that goes all the way back actually controls the rudder. So as you can see, once I pull up on this, the rudder will go down. I don't know why it's so hard. So now the rudder will be down. And then on the other side, this is actually how you steer the rudder. So doing that controls the rudder. So now that we're done with this as well, behind me, so this is like actually behind me here, I'll have to turn around. I have 1, 2, 3 rods here. I have the St. Croix Mojo Bass. This is a 6'8", I believe. Nope, 6'10", medium light action. Kind of a finesse rod. And then I got this thing here, which is I think this is a Daiwa something. Daiwa Samurai. And this is for like heavy stuff. That'll be for like muskie or walleye or whatever I might be going after, which I don't do very often. Then over here I have the 6'10", another Bass X St. Croix. Both with Shimano Saharas. That's a 4000 series, and this is a 3000 series, I believe. Yep. Both great rods and reels. Obviously I like the reel. I got 2 of them. And then that one I got as a present, so that's actually exactly what I was gonna get if I did get another one. And then here I got the Lose Mach 2, which I've done a review on. Not gonna lie to you, it wasn't the best review in the world, but it was the first nice rod I ever had. And then here we have the Fenwick. I think this is a Fenwick Eagle. Yep, Fenwick Eagle with a Pfluger Presidential, and this will kind of be like my ultralight rod. I have a jig on there right now, so I'm not really proving the point, but yeah, I do have a jig on there right now. And then in my box, I have a dry box here full of my camera batteries or phone, wallet, keys, whatever it might be. Usually just my wallet and keys. Sometimes I'll keep, like, if I need like paper or whatever it might be, I'll keep it in there. Any personal belonging, headphones. And then I got a life vest in here as well. Usually this is on, but obviously I'm in my garage, so I'm not going to wear it. This is a Bass Pro M24. It's a great life vest. I highly recommend it. It's one of the ones where you just pull it if you need it. And then usually I keep just whatever extra stuff I have. Usually some water in here, or I always keep zip ties. And then I have a little box in here with a screwdriver, pliers, just some tools to fix my kayak on the go if I need, which has happened before. I've actually had one of these tracks, I forget which one, I think it was that front one, come out with a camera on it, and that was not good. And then just some extra baits and stuff. Always keep zip ties. I have zip ties in there. And then the other thing that I don't really utilize on this kayak, but there is dry storage back here on the Pelican Catch 130. But I don't really use it that much. But yeah, I think that's my entire kayak here. For those of you looking to get into kayak fishing and you want a good starter, highly recommend it. It is a wet deck, so if you're fishing in snow and ice and you're planning on hunting out of it, maybe not the best thing, which I do, but I just suck it up. Usually I'm wearing boots or whatever it might be. But tons of space in the front here. That was one of my main concerns looking into kayaks, is not enough space up front. There is so much space up here. I'm 6'2", and with my legs fully extended, I maybe get them like right here. And then you have this whole front here, which for hunting, which I'm planning on doing, I'm probably going to lay my gun right up there. And then you got all this space in the back for decoys, all that space in the front for decoys. And then you got all this space. You have so much space. I just don't think video does it justice for how big this thing is. But I'll throw in some clips of me actually using it. So that's it for the kayak. If you have any questions, comment down below. If you want me to do a review on something in depth, let me know. I'm happy to do that. If anything you see, I mean, it could be as small as these fishing rod holders, the flag, backpack, I mean, whatever it might be. My filming setup, still working on it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have pretty nice filming equipment, but I use one of these Yeti Go boxes as well. Forgot to mention, sometimes that'll be up front if I know I'm gonna be out for a long time. Keep some extra camera equipment, maybe some nice lenses in there or whatever, because it floats and it's waterproof. Keep that up here. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. See ya.